the loudspeaker, spoke up and said,
Greetings from just off Orwell Lane. There are few characters more purely American than Superman. Created in 1938 by Jerry Siegel and Joe Shuster, it is the opinion of those of us here on the farm that while Christopher Reeve's portrayal in the Richard Donner film certainly set the standard for more than one generation, it was Max Fleischer's cartoon Superman from the 1940s that established the character within the American zeitgeist. Max and Dave Fleischer founded Fleischer Studios in 1929 and were most famous for their feature 1939 film Gulliver's Travels, as well as Betty Boop and Popeye shorts. Approached by Paramount to do a series of Superman cartoons, Max and Dave initially overquoted the cost as they were heavily invested in their next animated film, 1941's Mr. Bug Goes to Town. Paramount countered their initial offer and settled on a $50,000 per episode cost, and history was born. Nominated for an Academy Award for Best Animated Short Film in 1941, the first episode, The Mad Scientist, was groundbreaking. It utilized rotoscoping, a technique that had been created by the Fleischer brothers that involved tracing over filmed actors to create more realistic movement. There are a few notables here as well that deserve to be mentioned, the first being the obvious canon shift of Superman's childhood in the opening. As this was 1941, little had been defined regarding his actual backstory. Additionally, prepare to hear the phrase, faster than a speeding bullet, associated with Superman for the first time. Sit back and enjoy The Mad Scientist, the first Superman animated short by Fleischer Studios that debuted on September 26, 1941.
In the endless reaches of the universe, there once existed a planet known as Krypton, a planet that burned like a green star in the distant heavens. There, civilization was far advanced, and it brought forth a race of supermen whose mental and physical powers were developed to the absolute peak of human perfection. But there came a day when giant quakes threatened to destroy Krypton forever. One of the planet's leading scientists, sensing the approach of doom, placed his infant son in a small rocket ship and sent it hurtling in the direction of the Earth just as Krypton exploded. The rocket ship sped through star-studded space, landing safely on Earth with its precious burden, Krypton's sole survivor. A passing motorist found the uninjured child and took it to an orphanage. As the years went by and the child grew to maturity, he found himself possessed of amazing physical powers. Faster than a speeding bullet, more powerful than a locomotive, able to leap tall buildings at a single bound. The infant of Krypton is now the man of steel, Superman. To best be in a position to use his amazing powers in a never-ending battle for truth and justice, Superman has assumed the disguise of Clark Kent, mild-mannered reporter for a great metropolitan newspaper.
Kent, I want to see you. Just received another threatening note.
Okay, Mr. White.
Lois, another note from the mad scientist.
Coming in, Chief.
Now listen to this warning. He plans to strike tonight. Beware, you fools. My electrothanasia ray strikes tonight at 12. Total destruction will come to those who laughed at me and failed to heed my warnings. Beware, I strike at midnight. This nut may prove dangerous. Kent, you help Lois follow up her lead. She may have an angle on this thing.
Yes, sir.
But, Chief, I'd like the chance to crack the story on my own.
No.
Thanks, Chief.
But, Lois... Chief, don't you think that's a dangerous mission?
Come.
Reporter for the...
So, you want a story? I'll give you the greatest story of destruction the world has ever known. How is that for a story, Miss Lane?
True to his threat, the mad scientist, whose warnings have held the city in a grip of terror, went on his rampage of destruction on the stroke of midnight. The deadly impact of his mysterious ray smashed the famous Tower Bridge, hurling cars and pedestrians into the river below. The police have warned everyone to remain in their homes.
This looks like a job for Superman.
I don't believe it. He isn't human.
Congratulations, Lois. That was a great scoop.
Yes, Chief. Thanks to Superman.